Girl, I canceled plans tonight, and before you say anything, I have absolutely no regrets. Like, I genuinely intended to go. All day I was like, yep, dinner tonight. Cute, can't wait. Then I got home. That was the problem. Because once you've entered your house, taken your shoes off, hair goes up, it's over. I'm not going back outside. I changed into comfy clothes and made the catastrophic decision to lie down for 5 minutes. You know that lie. Not sleeping, just horizontal. And then my friend texts, "Still good for 7?" I looked at the message, looked at myself, looked at the blanket, and suddenly 7 o'clock felt incredibly unreasonable. Why are we having dinner at night? Can't we meet at like 2:15? I have energy at 2:15. 7 o'clock me has retired. Anyway, I'm lying there trying to negotiate with myself. I'm like, okay, get up, shower, find something to wear, do your hair, drive there, socialize, drive home. And every new step somehow made the blanket heavier. So eventually I text her, "Would you hate me if we did another night?" And then I stare at the little typing bubble, which is horrible, because now I'm thinking, she's angry. I've ruined her evening. Our friendship is over. She's probably creating a separate group chat as we speak. Then she replies, "Thank God, I didn't want to go either." Girl. So we've both spent the entire day preparing to attend plans that neither of us wanted to attend. Why didn't somebody speak sooner? Really breathe here, by the way. Let everything loosen up. Because the speed at which my mood changed, unbelievable. 30 seconds earlier, I was drowning in guilt. Now, best night ever. I order food, put my phone on charge, turn on the little lamp instead of the big light, because obviously we're creating ambience. And I get this ridiculous feeling of excitement, like I've been given a surprise day off school. Then she texts me again, "What are you doing instead?" And I look around. I'm literally doing nothing, but somehow, it doesn't feel like nothing. I have food coming. I've got a shower planned. There's a show I might watch. I may make tea later. Girl, my evening is actually packed. So I reply, "Honestly, I have plans with myself." And she sends, "That's the most 30-year-old thing you've ever said." Rude, but also, maybe? Because apparently somewhere along the way, doing absolutely nothing became one of my favorite activities. And I'm starting to think I might be getting a little too good at it. Okay, but when did staying home become this exciting? Because younger me would have been horrified. Friday night? No plans? Tragic. Now someone cancels on me and I'm like, oh no, that's terrible. While internally, I'm already taking my bra off. Anyway, my food arrives. And obviously, I've ordered enough for approximately 4 people, because ordering takeaway when you're hungry is basically grocery shopping during an emergency. I'm adding things like, ooh, maybe I'll want that later. Later? Girl, it's one evening. I'm not preparing for winter. So I've got my food, comfy clothes, little lamp on, everything is perfect. Now I just need something to watch. Easy. Except, apparently, choosing a show has become the biggest commitment of my adult life. I open Netflix, scroll, nothing. Open another app, scroll, nothing. Go back to Netflix, as if they've secretly uploaded an entirely new catalog in the last 90 seconds. And there are thousands of things. Thousands. But I'm rejecting everything. Too serious. Not in the mood. That looks stressful. 48-minute episodes? Absolutely not. Meanwhile, I've now spent 48 minutes choosing. Make it make sense. Eventually, I find something I've already watched. Perfect. Apparently, what I really wanted was no surprises. I don't want character development tonight. I want to know exactly what's going to happen. Honestly, I think that's why rewatching things feels so good. Your brain can just clock out. Really breathe here. Let everything soften. So I'm eating, watching my little comfort show, and my phone buzzes. Another friend. What are you doing tonight? Dangerous question. Because technically, nothing. But saying nothing makes it sound like I'm available. And I'm not. I've committed to this now. I have sauce on my hoodie. My hair looks insane. I'm emotionally invested in an episode I've seen 3 times. We are past the point of leaving. So I reply, just having a quiet night. Why? And she goes, come for a drink. No, not because I don't love her. I do. But suddenly I'm looking around my apartment like, how could I possibly abandon all this? My blanket needs me. My leftovers need me. I've got tea scheduled for approximately 9:30. I have responsibilities. And then I get that tiny little feeling of guilt again. Because she hasn't done anything wrong. She's literally inviting me somewhere. Why does saying, no thanks, I want to stay home, feel like I need a medical certificate? So I'm sitting there writing these elaborate excuses, deleting them, rewriting them, when I suddenly realize, wait, I actually don't need one. So I type, honestly, I'm exhausted and really want a night to myself. Rain check? Send. That's it. No fake headache, no imaginary early morning, just, I don't want to go. And girl, the response I got made me realize I have been making this way more complicated than it needed to be. So I send, honestly, I'm exhausted and really want a night to myself. Rain check? And she replies, of course, babe. Enjoy your night. Heart. That's it. No interrogation. No. But why? No friendship ending scandal. She simply accepted it like a normal human being. And I'm sitting there thinking, wait, I've spent 15 minutes constructing an alibi for a crime nobody accused me of committing. Why do we do that? Why can't I just say, I don't feel like going out tonight? Instead, I'm mentally creating supporting documentation. Unfortunately, I've developed a mysterious headache, and also, I think my car is making a noise. Girl, just stay home. Nobody cares. So now I'm feeling weirdly empowered. I'm like, wow, boundaries. Look at me. Growth. Really breathe here. Just let yourself settle. Then I make my tea, get back under the blanket, and my original dinner friend texts me. She goes, okay, I'm actually so happy we canceled. Same. Then she sends me a picture. She's in bed, face mask on, snacks beside her, and I'm like, wait, so you also had an entire secret evening planned? Apparently the second we canceled, she went straight to the supermarket, bought ice cream, and came home. Neither of us was ever making it to that restaurant. We were both one minor inconvenience away from cancellation. Then she says, we should do this more often. I'm like, cancel plans? She goes, no, make plans to do nothing. And honestly, I kind of love that. Because why does rest only happen when something else gets canceled? Why can't that be the plan? So we decide next week we're having a no plans night. No dinner reservation, no expectation to go anywhere. We're both just staying home, separately, which is possibly the least social friendship activity ever, but somehow feels elite. Then she goes, okay, but we can FaceTime. And I'm like, obviously, we're not animals. And that's when I realize, maybe I don't actually want less time with people. I think I just want different time with people. Less performing, less organizing, less feeling like every friendship requires an event. Sometimes I just want you there, while I'm doing absolutely nothing, which, now that I think about it, is literally what I'm doing to you right now. Sorry, you're trapped here with me, and we're only halfway through my evening. And now I'm thinking about it. When did we become like this? Because I remember when staying home on a Saturday night felt like social failure. You'd be checking everyone's stories like, oh my god, everyone is having the best night of their lives. Meanwhile, half those people were probably standing somewhere loud, screaming, "What?" at each other for 4 hours. And now, someone sends me a video from a packed bar and I'm like, that looks exhausting. Where do you put your coat? That's genuinely one of my first thoughts. So I'm sitting there, drinking my tea, feeling approximately 87 years old when I get a notification. My food delivery app. You might also like... No, we are not doing this. I already ate. Except now it's showing me dessert, which feels manipulative, because obviously I might also like dessert. Everybody likes dessert. That's not personalized advertising, that's just knowing humans. So now I'm looking, just looking, and suddenly I'm having this completely unnecessary debate over whether ordering one cookie is ridiculous. Because the cookie is $6, but delivery is $5. So obviously, the financially responsible decision is to order 4 cookies. Please don't ask me to explain that. The maths was emotionally correct. Really breathe here. Let everything relax. So, 20 minutes later, there's a knock at my door. I get my tiny bag of financially responsible cookies, come back inside, and realize something. I'm having a genuinely great night. Nothing has happened. That's the weird part. There's no story, no big event, nobody surprised me. I haven't achieved anything. I'm literally sitting on my couch, eating an overpriced cookie, and I'm content. And I think I've gotten so used to believing that free time needs to be used. Go somewhere, see someone, get something done. Even relaxing somehow becomes a task. Okay, tonight I'm going to practice self-care. Girl, why does that sound like homework? Maybe sometimes you can just exist. No improvement required. Anyway, I finish one cookie, then obviously half of another, because apparently cutting it in half means it doesn't count. And I finally choose something new to watch. Not a comfort show, a new show. I know, huge night for me. I'm about 10 minutes in when my phone lights up. It's the friend I canceled dinner with, and all she sent me is a photo. I open it and immediately start laughing, because apparently her peaceful solo evening has taken a very unexpected turn. So I open the photo, and there's a dog in her living room. Not her dog. She does not own a dog. I'm immediately like, whose child is that? And she FaceTimes me. She's sitting on the floor, still wearing her face mask, with this tiny, fluffy dog beside her, and she goes, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Apparently she heard scratching at her front door, opened it, and this little guy just walked inside. No hesitation, didn't ask permission, just entered like, yeah, this will do. So now our separate no-plans evenings have somehow turned into a joint investigation. She's showing me the collar. I'm trying to read the tiny phone number through FaceTime. The dog is completely unconcerned. He's on her couch now, already comfortable. Honestly, confidence. I wish I could enter people's homes with that level of certainty. We find the number and she calls. No answer. Calls again. Nothing. So she sends a text. And while we're waiting, this dog is having the best night. Water, little piece of chicken, blanket. At one point she goes, do you think he's cold? Girl, he's been there 12 minutes and you're already his mother. Really relax here. Nice, slow breath. Then her phone rings. It's the owner. Apparently they live 2 streets away, and the dog escaped when someone left the gate open. They're so relieved. And my friend looks relieved too, but also weirdly disappointed. I'm like, oh no, you've fallen in love. She goes, no, I haven't. Meanwhile, she's holding him like a baby. Sure. 10 minutes later, there's a knock. His owner arrives. The reunion is adorable. Everyone's happy. And then the dog just leaves. Doesn't even look back. My friend stands in the doorway like she's been dumped. She FaceTimes me again afterward and goes, my apartment feels empty now. Girl, you didn't have a dog an hour ago. But honestly, I get it. So now we're both back on our couches, talking about absolutely nothing. She's eating her ice cream. I'm eating my financially responsible cookies. And it hits me. This is basically what I wanted tonight. I didn't want to be completely alone. I just didn't want to go anywhere. There's a difference. Sometimes I want friendship, from inside my blanket. No shoes, no reservation, no pretending I can hear you over music. Just this. And she goes, honestly, this is better than dinner, which is slightly offensive to the restaurant, but also true. Then she gets this look on her face, and I know that look. She's about to suggest something. She goes, okay, I have an idea for next weekend. And immediately I'm suspicious, because apparently we've learned absolutely nothing. So she goes, okay, hear me out. Already nervous, because whenever somebody says, hear me out, they're about to suggest something you absolutely would have interrupted otherwise. She goes, next weekend we should have a sleepover. A sleepover? Girl, we're adults. We have rent, back pain, subscriptions we've forgotten to cancel. But then she starts explaining it. No going out, no dressing up. She'll come over in comfy clothes. We'll order food, watch terrible movies, maybe do face masks. And honestly, I'm listening. She's like, it'll be exactly like tonight, except together. Wait, that's actually kind of genius. Because apparently we've discovered the perfect level of socializing. I want company, but I don't want activities. I don't need an itinerary. I don't want a booking confirmation. Please don't tell me we need to be somewhere at 7:15. Just arrive, bring snacks, sit down, that's enough. So now we're planning this aggressively unplanned evening. She's like, should we cook? No. Immediately no. That sounds like an activity. We've lost the vision. Take a nice slow breath here, and just let yourself relax. She suggests matching pajamas. Absolutely not. Then 5 seconds later, I'm asking what color. Because obviously if we're doing this, we're committing. And somehow our plan to have no plans has now developed rules. Rule 1. Nobody can cancel because we're already staying home. Rule 2. No jeans. If your trousers have a button, you've misunderstood the event. Rule 3. Phones are allowed, but nobody is spending 3 hours silently scrolling. Rule 4. Dessert is mandatory. That one was unanimous. And then she goes, can we invite anyone else? We both go quiet. Because technically, yes. But then it becomes a gathering, and gatherings are dangerously close to plans. So we decide, no, just us. Which sounds mean, but sometimes you don't need 12 people in a group chat and 6 weeks of, what dates work for everyone? Sometimes one person is enough. Honestly, sometimes one good person is better than a room full of people. And she goes, aw, you mean me? I'm like, don't make it weird. Then she yawns, which makes me yawn, and suddenly I realize we've been talking for ages. Her accidental dog has gone home. My cookies are almost gone. The show I was supposedly watching has been paused on the same frame for about 40 minutes. So much for my peaceful solo evening. Except, weirdly, this still feels like one. I'm home. I'm comfortable. Nobody needs anything from me. I'm just talking to somebody I love. And honestly, maybe that's the sweet spot. Then she looks at me and goes, "Wait, weren't you the one who wanted a night alone?" Okay, technically yes, but you don't count. You're basically furniture at this point. She looks genuinely offended, and now I have to explain why, somehow, that was meant as a compliment. Okay, wait, I didn't mean you're actually furniture. I meant you're comfortable, familiar, like I don't have to entertain you, which somehow isn't sounding better. She goes, "Please stop explaining." Fair, but you know what I mean. There are people you make plans with, and then there are people you can just exist around. No pressure, no need to be interesting. You can sit there looking completely ridiculous, eating cookies, barely speaking, and somehow you're still having a good time. That's what I meant. So, technically, I did get my night alone, just with you there, which makes absolutely no sense, but we're going with it. Take one more slow breath here, and really let yourself relax. She yawns again and goes, "I'm actually going to bed." And I'm like, same. Then neither of us hangs up, obviously. We just sit there for another few seconds like, okay, good night. Wait, no, we're not starting another conversation. So I'm ending this one properly too. Get comfortable. Let everything go. No more plans. No more messages. Nothing else needs doing tonight. And apparently, I've learned something very important. I don't hate socializing. I just prefer it horizontally, from my house, in comfortable pants. Honestly, fair. Okay, girl, I'm actually going now. Sleep well. Good night.